Most overrated franchise stat.
Most overrated franchise. First for me is always going to be the Cowboys. No disrespect to Mike because I know that's his team, but I'm just not rocking with him. I'm trying to think in basketball. I mean, currently, as of right, if we're talking about this season, of course, I'm going to put the Pacers because they had a good run, but I just don't think that they're good without Halliburton. And we've kind of seen that, unfortunately. Sorry, Pacers fans, because I know y'all had y'all's thing. And I was rocking with y'all and supporting y'all because you should be excited. But yeah, to see how it's gone downhill like that, yeah, no.
Why not Miami with the winning culture and all of that?
I don't think Miami's overrated. They're actually doing pretty good, especially with what they have, considering that not all of our players have been healthy.
Okay.
Sound like a Knicks statement.
Sound like a Knicks statement, right?
No, I don't think we're on. I don't even see them on the same page.
I was going to say Miami and Pittsburgh at first, but I didn't want to.
No. The Steelers are not overrated. And
The thing about it for me, the definition when I say overrated is when niggas really believe they're gonna win. It's one thing, everybody's supposed to think they're gonna win, but you don't hear niggas starting the season off like, yo, we gonna take it with the Pacers. Or we gonna take, the Knicks always talking about this our year, and so do the Cowboys. That's just me, I'm not saying y'all definition, just for the Cam. It'd be like, Pacers is cool. You didn't think they would get to the chip last year. If you ask a Knicks fan, then we going to chip. You ask a Cowboy fan, they get to the chip. So, like I said, that's just my definition of when niggas be like overrated, when they overselling it to just think every year they're gonna win and never win.
There's a lot of hope.
Yes.
And then your hope gets killed. We've seen that day after day, week after week, just with the games. But that's just what happens. But sometimes people catch me by surprise. So even though Cam and Maurice are in agreement, one of the teams that you mentioned, Mase, was the Lakers. So I was curious on why you chose them. And then Maurice and Cam, do y'all agree or disagree?
I was thinking the same thing Cam was thinking, that I meant Sharon, that each year they act like the Lakers are gonna take it and that LeBron is gonna get this other ring, but he doesn't. So that's why I put him on the list.
Okay, Maurice.
Yeah, when he mentioned it, I don't know why I didn't think of them. They definitely have a delusional fan base. Listen to me, LeBron's my man. I preface it with saying that, but I don't think that the Lakers have a shot at winning the championship with him anymore. I think they'll be a good team. I think people will come to the games. I think he'll entertain them, but I don't think that he'll do it, and I don't see another piece being moved over there anytime soon that's going to get it done that they'll be super competitive in the West. Just my opinion.
Unless maybe I'm just not in the room when niggas be liking the Lakers gonna take it to shit. I don't be hearing that shit. Like they won a chip since LeBron get there, even though it's a bubble. Some people don't count the bubble. I actually count the bubble, me personally. A lot of people don't. Yeah, a lot of people don't count the bubble.
Mase counts the bubble.
I don't know if he does or not, but I'm saying,
we don't count that.
I count the bubble actually because that's to me, even though you're playing in a crowd, with a crowd and the crowd matters, to me, this is AAU type vibe. It's no niggas basketball, nigga. Nobody interfering. You ain't gotta sell no shits to the crowd. It's me and you in the gym and see who's the best basketball player. That's just my opinion, but it's a lot of people that don't count the bubble. But LeBron won a championship with the Lakers, and in the beginning, that's all it was. Oh, is he gonna win a championship? He's not gonna be a real Laker if he doesn't win a championship, and he hasn't won one since. But at the end of the day, I don't count it. It was this decade that the Lakers won a championship. So I just don't look at it like that.
But when people talk about the people not counting the bubble, I do say y'all do understand both teams were playing up under the same set of circumstances. So I don't know how you couldn't count it. That's what I don't understand.
So I'm just gonna ask a source because we're like people say, and Mase made it clear he does not count the bubble, and I just feel like this is a great conversation. So Mase,
why is that, brother Mase?
Why don't you count the bubble?
Yeah, I don't count the bubble just like it's not a full season. It's almost like a pandemic season. It's almost like a world crisis season. I know people like to say that it's like AAU, but it's not like AAU. if you can't really go out to get food, you know, it's like a lot of restrictions that makes it like not sociable to really be guarded as a real championship. For me, I think when it comes to a full 82 game season, I remember one time that the San Antonio Spurs won it against the Knicks, right? And I counted that championship because they came back and won more championships. But when that's just like the one you got on the whim like that, I can't really count.
But I was
niggas was sick. Niggas, you know what I'm saying? It was a virus going around. Like it was a world virus. It was like I don't know. It's like winning a championship in China and mad cow diseases everywhere. I can't really get with it, you know? That's me though. Don't mind me. If y'all love it, I like it, you know?
Yeah, I can deal with your argument if both teams weren't dealing with the same set of circumstances. So it's not like LeBron and those guys had a different set of circumstances from anybody who was playing. It's kind of what Cam said. It's like AAU vibes where you go into a gym, ain't nobody there but a couple of people, and you lace your sneakers up, I lace my sneakers up, and we go play, we go back to our room, we done, we eat, we come back, we do the same thing over again. If you're a hooper, you're going to be prepared to play, but everybody talking about all these distractions and it was so much to be in a room, like LeBron had to be in the same room that these other guys had to be in. And so to me, it's actually a level playing field with both teams. But I think like this was people's way of discrediting LeBron. Not saying that that's your vantage
No,
point,
not if you can discredit other players and say, yo, I heard Lou Williams went to get wings. It's like, it's not the same if I could be disqualified from playing because I left the bubble. Those are things that makes it not professional. I keep hearing y'all say things like AAU, but this is not AAU. This is NBA. So when you're applying, what is that? When you're applying amateur rules and amateur insight to a professional sports, that right there tell you it's not the same.
Well, I think that he was more so naming it when you go to AAU games and the crowd isn't there. It's just you playing various teams in the gyms. I think that was the context. But I'm just talking about the context that other teams weren't dealing with a different set of circumstances that the Lakers was, and the Lakers just prevailed. That's all I was saying.
Oh yeah, I the whole world saw them prevail. I'm just saying when there's a worldwide virus that any person can get and be taken off the court, whether they're the best player or not. We saw that happen to two different teams that could have competed on the West Coast that couldn't compete because they may have the virus. They have to be checked out and they got to sit out 2 games. These are a lot of things to consider, Mo.
The fact still remains we got the championship. Well, I can say we got the championship. The Lakers got the championship.
Okay. If you like it, you know.
You don't like it.
I'm just saying, Mace made a lot of great points. Like everything he said was super good. But when you say the 2020 champions, it don't say coronavirus champions. It just say the Lakers.
I like that, Killer. That's what the chip should say.
But it doesn't.
The Corona year.
But it doesn't. No asterisk next to it or nothing. So in about 30 years, when you trying to explain this to your grandkids or somebody else, you know it was a pandemic. You know niggas couldn't go eat. Lou Williams went and snuck and got some wings that year. You made those were great.
Yeah,
everything you said was great. And that's a fact. But I be listening when my grandfather used to tell me shit too, and I'd be like, yeah, oh, that's cool, man. I hear you.
Yeah, you're right.
But everything you said was
Cold War and all that. I don't know what the Cold War was.
Yeah. But those were great.
Well, how cold was it, Dad?
Yeah. But you made a lot of great points, absolutely.
Stat, you know what the Cold War was, Stat?
That's when like, oh my gosh, prices and like there's like a whole bunch of inflation and like things.
Do you know, Larry?
Right?
Like between Germany and
I just remember people don't have no money for nothing. Do you know what the Cold War is?
Y'all go home and do your homework.
You know what's crazy? Like when Stat or even like Larry, you'd be like, no, I don't give a fuck what the code was. I don't know what the code was. You know, like, niggas be so scared to be wrong, be like, damn, I should know what the code was. Why the fuck do I? You let murder drag, y'all be dragging murder me trying to make y'all feel crazy. No, I don't know what the code word is. I don't give a fuck. But you said y'all get forward right to it. Let me think. I should know. Mace is asking me what the code word is. Who gives
it? It wasn't Germany. I said
you just looked it up, Larry.
It's a Soviet Union. It was a Soviet Union. My bad.
Point being is, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
That was the point of him even bringing it up. Because like I said, today those points Mace made were great. And,
we're trying to say you won't even remember what it was.
But those were really, really great points. But like, when you go to the record books, like even the shit he said, like, when it was a lockout year, the year the San Antonio won. Against the Knicks, actually, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
it wasn't 82 games. So, do you make that a championship for the Spurs? Because it wasn't 82 games? Nah, it was a lockout. It wasn't a virus going around like you said. But it was like, and that's what I'm saying. But the points you made was very, very, very impressive. Very impressive. But they need to put asterisks next to these points, these seasons, when it's super lockouts, different lockouts.
Larry's still trying to look up 1947.
Real quick, back to his question though. Like, if y'all ask me a question, I'm assuming y'all know the answer. Not my brain doesn't automatically
know it.
Oh, I know it. That's why I told him 1947. He was looking around.
I'm just saying, if he asked me that, I wouldn't even try and think about it.
No.
I'm like, no.
I'm always gonna try to think. That's just like my brain, how it operates. I'm like, oh, that's a good question. I'm actively trying to answer your question.
But sometimes you look crazier.
Yeah. But it's okay. It's just learning. Like, and then I'm like, okay, well, what was it? And then it's I don't get an answer. So then I gotta go search it later.
Not particularly you. Sometimes other people look crazy. Like I know I always bring up Sin, and me and Sin had an argument about. I can't remember what it was, about people not knowing what a philanthropist was. We called you about that, we called one of his niggas. And I told his man that you should feel offended that he even called you to think that you're not smart enough to know what philanthropist is. That's offensive to me. Like, I bet you this nigga don't know what philanthropist is. I said, you don't feel insulted? And he's like, word, man. Word, so you think I'm dumb? Then they asked him what due diligence is. He said, that's like a person, right? Instead of just saying, nah, I don't know what it is, but you say due diligence is a person, it makes you look crazier than just saying, nah, I don't know what it is. Shout out to my nigga Philanthropy. I call him Philanthropy. Look, blame Sin for this whole shit, for me talking about it. He tried to play.
That is fair. Okay. So LeBron and Steph won't compete in the Olympics. We will discuss after the break. Welcome back. Now let's get into our underdog picks of the day. Tonight, the Nuggets will play the Pelicans. Underdog has Jokic at 28.5 points. Do you have him higher or lower, Mace?
Higher. This is big Joker, man, not the little one. Pause.
Yeah, I'm going higher too.
Okay, Aaron Gordon's at 18.5 points. Do you have him higher or lower, Cam?
High.
Higher. I'm happy for Gordon too to start winning, because he wasn't winning with Orlando.
And Zion is at 20.5 points. Do you have him higher or lower, Mace?
I'm gonna even go higher with Zion. I think it's time for him to start going crazy.
Lower.
Okay.
I have no faith in him.
At all. Zero.
Wow. It's whack. It's terrible. Fat Zion, skinny Zion. Shit is quiet.
Okay. Make sure y'all download the Underdog app and you can make your picks too. So LeBron and Steph did a podcast together. They're answering a lot of questions, talking about basketball. And LeBron made it clear that he doesn't plan to compete for the men's national team at the 2028 Olympics in LA. He said, you already know my answer. I will be watching it. Steph in return said, God willing, I still have the choice and physical option where I could impact the team. Never say never, but I highly doubt it. Maurice, after hearing that from the both of them, how do you feel about their thought process? Do you think it's valid, or you think they should go on and play?
No, you ever see somebody like when they're past their prime and they're trying to do the old stuff that they used to do? And we always talk about them, how bad they look, and they should have conceded and let somebody else basically fill those shoes. I think both of them are just basically accepting father time. That's what Steph Curry said. 2028 is, it's around the corner, but 2 more years on your body. I know a lot of guys talk about how taxing it is to like play a whole season, then play for the Olympics, and then have to get ready for the next season. And so I'm pretty sure they've taken all that to consideration. I know a lot of talk is talking about LeBron. And I don't know Bryce's situation out in Arizona, but he would like to be in the league when Bryce comes, and then, he'll like to walk off into the sunset. And if that happens, it's Bryce having next year to play, have success in Arizona, and then get to the NBA. But I think it's just father time catching up with both of them and letting young guys basically have that moment to be more competitive on the international level.
Yeah, I think when it comes to 2028, Stephen Curry could definitely play on that team, even looking 2 years out from now. Well, actually, it'll probably be like 3 years out from now. But I really believe that Stephen Curry will still be a shooter that can make a difference on that team. He'll be the same player that Ray Allen was on that Miami team that won the championship. So I look at it from that perspective. I think LeBron could definitely still be on the team, but I think by then there will definitely be some other players that will be starting. But I'm not too sure of who would be starting, because when we think about this USA team, a lot of the players that's dominating the NBA are foreign players. So who would be those new players that will be playing the one, that will be playing the three? Because when LeBron goes, I look at Kevin Durant going as well. So who would be that next three that will be on the floor? I still haven't figured that out just yet.
I agree. Look, leave on a high note. Them niggas won the gold medal, and it wasn't easy. It wasn't like they ran through the whole shit. Pause. Even though you won convincingly, niggas had to go on tears. Kevin Durant had to go on a tear a couple games. Steph Curry had to go on a tear to win that championship, that final game. So at the end of the day, look, you won the gold medal. Imagine going out there and not winning it, and then you leave your career because you're not playing in 2032. So I would say, that's just, you just forget about it. I do agree with Mase that Steph Curry, he's a shooter. When you can shoot, you always gonna have a job. I think, me personally, and I'm not even being funny, I think Reggie Miller could be somebody 8th man off the bench today. That's how good he still shoots. Ray Allen too. Like, you don't even have to play the whole game. The niggas can shoot. But me personally, if I was them, I agree with them. Why even risk it when you went out on a high note? And not only that, you went out with your niggas. All these people are not, not same age, but around the same age group. I remember Kobe went to the Olympics that year when they lost the Olympics prior to that. And he like, now I gotta come in here and show y'all niggas how to win an Olympic championship. And I remember watching the documentary and how far he was just like, look, I'm here to play ball. These niggas playing games, LeBron and them, Carmelo. Niggas all here to play. He's just on the bus like, I'm really just here to save America. You not in the same age group as niggas. Niggas songs ain't matching up. Niggas playing games you don't want to play, all for the sake of the country. And it'll be the same thing. But I think, LeBron's more of a people person. Steph seems kind of offish a little bit, but personalities matter too. I wouldn't play either.
But when y'all talked about this, it made me think of something, especially when Maurice said the phrase father time. Because when LeBron and Steph decide to exit, I think it'll be a very graceful exit. But something that I've noticed is that a lot of athletes really struggle, not even just athletes, coaches too, because to me, Bill Belichick is a whole situation itself, really struggle to kind of move on and go to that next phase. But Maurice, why do you think that is? And then how should players, coaches, like just all the above kind of go about that transition?
I think a lot of it is out of habit. You wake up and you do something for, 10, 15, 20, 30 years, and it becomes part of who you are, what you do, and the familiarity and the exclusivity of it all. I'd say like this, just being back, at Ohio State, and they treat a commercial plane like a private jet. When you're getting sheltered and shepherded everywhere, and suites are laid out for you, food is laid out for you, you got police escorts everywhere, and everything is first class, man. It's hard to walk away from that. Then when you're a professional athlete and you make it 30, 40, $50 million, that's not normal money. I know people see athletes make that money, but it's not a lot of places you can go into the real world and do something where you're just entertaining people, be it playing basketball or doing something that you've been doing since a kid and just making that sort of money.